Hello students, this is our 13th lecture of our subject digital system design, and today's topic is priority encoder and code converters. So, first we will be covering the priority encoder, which is the special case of the encoder which we had covered in our previous lecture, and then concept of code conversion, what are the different codes, what are the different binary codes that are available to us, and how to convert these, like these 4 cases are considered: binary to gray, gray to binary, BCD to XS3, XS3 to BCD, and few more possibilities which we will be exploring in our today's lecture. So, let us start with the concept of priority encoder. Okay. So, priority encoder means if more than one inputs are simultaneously high at a time, then what the circuit should be doing. Okay. So, in our previous lecture we had considered that only one of the input which need to be converted into binary was high at a time, but if there are more than one inputs, then the circuit will not be able to respond that which input to consider for conversion into binary. Okay. So, from that angle, that circuit needs to assign priority to the simultaneously high inputs. So, we can assign priority to the higher number, we can assign priority to the lower number, and that thing has to be taken care of while preparing the truth table of that priority encoder. Okay. So, this is a 4 cross 2 priority encoder. Okay. So, this 4 cross 2 priority encoder is again like in the previous case is having 4 inputs I naught, I 1, I 2 and I 3, and these are my 2 outputs y 1 and y naught, which are the binary equivalent of the selected high binary input, decimal input, sorry, and this is the working state, or which we have also named as V, validity indicator. Okay. So, we can check that in this first row none of the input is high. So, this 0 0 is due to the in working state of the circuit, or there can be cross as well. I can put cross here as well, that means these are don't care terms. Okay. And W is equal to 0 because the circuit is not giving a valid output, because none of the input is high. So, for encoding purpose at least one of the input should be high, so that encoding takes place, but none of the input is high. So, validity is 0, that means the output is invalid. Okay. So, now if I am giving priority to the larger number, then we can see that for this purpose, if I assign priority to the larger number, that means if I 3 is high, then whatever the value of I naught, I 1 and I 2 are, they will be not affecting my output. That means, in that case I will be getting the binary of I 3, that means 3 corresponding to 3, output should be 1 1. Okay. So, we can see that if I 3 is high, then whatever the value of these 3 are, they are considered as don't care, and the output is 1 1, because this I 3 means 1 1 in binary. So, output is 1 1, and this is a valid state, this is a working state. Similarly, if I 3 is 0, only then there is possibility then I 2, I 1 and I naught can be encoded. So, if I 3 is 0, I 2 is 1, then if I 2 is 1, then the numbers lesser than this I 1 and I naught are redundant, whatever I select them, whether they are 0 or 1, it does not affect me. So, if I 2 is 1 and considering the fact that I 3 is 0, so this gives me the output 1 0, 2 when converted into binary is 1 0. So, that is why 1 0 is the output. Similarly, I 3 and I 2 are 0, only then there is a possibility then I 1 can be encoded. So, this I 1 if high, and keeping in mind I 2 and I 3 are 0, I naught does not affect me because it is lesser than I 1. In that case, for this I 1 I am getting output 0 1. Similarly, the only possibility of getting the encoded value of I naught is that the higher number, that means I 1, I 2 and 3, all 3 are 0. Okay. Only then I can get the binary of I naught, that is 0 0. So, these are all 4 working states. So, for that we are having 4 high values in the working state. So, for this, now this table again it is different from the previously discussed truth tables, as there are don't care terms on the input side, that means those cases have to be expanded. That means, this y 1 is having 1, but this 1 corresponds to cross 1 0, cross 1 0. That means, these two crosses can have 4 possibilities 0 0, 0 1, 1 0 and 1 1. So, if with all these cases I append this 1 0, then I can check that this single high value at the output corresponds to 4 input cases, which are 2, 0 1 1 0 is 6, 1 0 1 0 is 10 and 1 1 1 0 is 14. So, 2, 6, 10, 14. So, this single term accounts for 4 high input cases 2, 6, 10 and 14. Similarly, this one you can check that it is corresponding to triple cross 1. So, triple cross 1, that means these can have values 0 0 0 to 1 1 1 and 1 at the end of all the 8 cases. That means, these are the 8 odd cases, that means 1 3 5 7 9 11 13 and 15. So, 8 possibilities from this single high term. Similarly, this one corresponds to cross 1 0 0, that means cross can have 2 values 0 or 1. So, for 0 we will be having 4 and for 1 we will be having 12. So, for this one we will be having min terms 0 1 0 0 4 and 1 1 0 0 12. So, these are the converted values. Okay. So, now if I write the min terms for y 1, so y 1 is giving me these 2 high outputs, which corresponds to 8 cases from here and 4 cases from here. So, arranging these 12 cases in the ascending order, we can have 1 2 3, then 5 6 7, then 9 10 11 and then 13 14 15. Okay. Similarly, y naught is equal to these 2 high terms. So, these 2 high terms corresponds to this 4 and 12 and these 8 terms from here. So, 1 3 4 5 7 9 11 12 13 and 15. And similarly, this W is equal to these 4 high terms correspond to all these terms, 4 terms from here, 8 terms from here, 4 plus 8 12 plus 2 terms from here 14, except 0, that means 1 to 14, 1 to 15, all 15 terms, plus there is a don't care term at 0. So, these are the min term set for these 3 outputs. Now, we can solve K map for them. So, I naught, I 1, I 2 and I 3, 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 0, 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 0. Okay. So, let us feed these terms 1 2 3 5 6 7, 0 is this one 1 2 3, then 5 6 7 5 6 7, then 8 is not there, 9 10 11 and then 13 14 15, 13 14 15. Then we can check that there are 2 octets corresponding to common term from these 2, which is I 3 and these 2, which is I 2. So, y 1 is equal to I 2 plus I 3. Similarly, I can prepare another K map for this y naught 1 3 4 5. So, this is my 1 2 3, then 4 5 6 and 7, 6 is not there, then 9 10 is not there, then 11 and 12 13 15. So, there is an octet and one quad. So, this octet corresponds to again this is the common term 1 1. So, 1 1 corresponds to I 3. Okay. That means, y naught is equal to I 3 plus this quad is giving me this one common, that means I 1 and above 2 columns which is giving me I 2 bar. So, this is the expression for y naught. Okay. So, and for W we need not to convert anything, we can see that this W is 1 to 15 plus D naught, that means except for this cell all the terms will be high, that means there will be 4 octets which are corresponding to I naught, I 1 and I 2 and I 3. So, W is equal to I naught plus I 1 plus I 2 plus I 3. Okay. So, now these expressions can be converted into a circuit. So, we have prepared a blank sheet here. So, I naught, I 1, I 2 and I 3. We can see that I 2 plus I 3 is giving me y 1. So, this I 2 plus I 3 is giving me y 1. Okay. Then I 3 plus I 1 I 2 bar, I 3 plus I 1 and I 2 bar. Okay. So, this is a product and addition of these two to provide y naught. Similarly, I naught plus I 1 plus I 2 plus I 3, all these 4 added together gives me the expression for V or W, valid or working state. So, this is a 4 cross 2 priority encoder internal structure. Okay. Similarly, we can prepare this priority encoder with giving priority to the lower number. In that case, we have to rearrange the truth table cases in such a way that I naught is given the highest priority. That means, if all 4 are simultaneously high, then the value of I naught will be delivered at the output. Okay. So, this that can be also treated as the another case of priority encoder. Okay. So, now let us come to our next topic of our today's lecture, code converters. So, what is the concept of code converter? Need of converting one binary code into another. In some special cases, we need to convert one binary form into another form just to add security, and some specific application demands the requirement of some specific code that has to be obtained from binary. For that we need the code converters. So, code converter is a combination circuit that is capable of converting one binary code into another binary code. So, that is why it is termed as code converter. So, these are the different possibilities which exist between the various binary codes: binary to gray, gray to binary, BCD to XS3, XS3 to BCD. Okay. So, let us start with the first one, binary to gray code converter. So, this could be a 3-bit binary to gray code converter, 4-bit binary to gray code converter. So, I am discussing 4-bit binary to gray code converter. So, I am mentioning it here, it is a 4-bit binary to gray code converter. So, 4 binary bits will be there and gray will be converted. So, this table is simply 0 to 15. So, for 4 inputs the values could be 0 to 15. So, all these binary values are converted into gray, okay, using that binary to gray conversion method which we had covered in unit 1. Okay. But there is a shortcut as well. For writing consecutive gray numbers, we can simply write like we use the weights 8, 4, 2, 1 for binary. Although gray is not a weighted code 8, 4, 2, 1, but this 8, 4, 2, 1 arrangement can help me in writing the gray numbers easily. So, 8 means 8 zeros and 8 ones. Okay. So, these are 8 zeros and then these are 8 ones. Then 4 means 4 zeros, 4 ones, and then reversing 4 ones, 4 zeros. Okay. Then 2 means 2 0, 2 1, then reversing 2 1, 2 0, again 2 0, 2 1, 2 1, 2 0, then 1 0 1, 1 0, 0 1, 1 0, 0 1, 1 0, 0 1, 1 0. Okay. So, in this way we can directly write the gray numbers for consecutive binary. Okay. And after preparing the truth table, then I have to just check the G3, G2, G1 and G0 column, then I can see that G3 is giving me these high terms 8 to 15. So, we can see we have written them here 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. Similarly, if we check G2, these are the high terms for G2 which when written in their positional notation, G 2 is equal to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Similarly, for G 1 and similarly for G 0. Now, we can solve a K map just to verify the expressions written for them are correct. So, I am solving this last one. So, for this G 0, in the similar manner we can prepare K maps for others as well. Okay. So, this is for G 0. So, terms are B 3 B 2, B 3 B 2, B 1 and B 0. Okay. So, B 3 B 2 B 1 B 0 and the terms 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 0 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 0. So, 1 2 5. So, this is 1 0 1, this is 2, then 5, then this is 6, then 9, then 10, 13 and 14. So, if we check that these are the two quarks corresponding to 0 1 and 1 0, B 1 and B 0, that means B 1 bar B 0 and B 1 B 0 bar, B 1 bar B 0 plus B 1 B 0 bar, that means XOR of B 1 B 0, which is written here XOR of B 1 and B 0. Similarly, we can prepare other K maps as well, and after solving these K maps, these expressions are already written here and they can be converted into a circuit very much easily. Like this, we can say B 3 B 2 B 1 B 0 are B 3 B 2 B 1 and B 0. So, G 3 is equal to B 3, this becomes G 3, then B 2 B 3, that means B 3 from here and B 2 from here. If these two are XORed, then this gives me G 2. Similarly, these two B 2 and B 1 when XORed gives me G 1. Similarly, this gives me G 0. Okay. So, in this way we have prepared a binary to gray code converter. Okay. Similarly, we can proceed to the reverse part of it, which is a gray to binary code converter, and for the sake of simplicity I have simply reversed the position. Actually, I have written that 0 to 15 in binary side at the output first, that means I actually reverse engineered just to prepare the truth table easily. Otherwise, we have to convert gray into binary separately. If I write 0 to 15, 0 0 0 0 to 1 1 1 1 on the input side gray, then all those cases have to be covered separately one by one into binary. Okay. So, just to avoid that thing, I have written 0 to 15 on the binary side and written the gray side on the input side, just reversing the positions. Like in this binary to gray code converter, I have reversed the position of outputs and inputs just to prepare the truth table quite easily. Okay. And after that, I just have to remember one thing in mind, then the outputs B 3, B 2, B 1 and B 0, while finding the high location values, then I will not be referring to these input side as a series of 0 to 15. I have to check that this sequence is distorted one now, 0, 2, 6, 4 and this is 0, 1, 3. I got a bit confused with this B 3. Okay. So, I am rewriting it. So, 0 0 0 1 is 1, then this is 3, then this is 2, then 6, then this is 7, 5 and 4, this one is 12, this is 13, 15, 14 and this one is 10, 11, 9 and 8. So, this is a random sequence of the inputs. We have to, whenever we are looking at the high terms on the output side, then we need to refer 5 and 4 instead of this arrangement. Okay. So, using this table, I have now written the momentum set for B 3, B 2, B 1 and B 0 in these 4 expressions, and then these 4 expressions are converted, sorry, these minterm set are fed into the K map to solve the expressions, and then we get the expressions as mentioned here. Although when you will be preparing this in the form of K map, you will be getting this value for B 3 and B 2 directly from the K map, but this arrangement G 3 XOR G 2 XOR G 1 and similarly this XOR of all 4 inputs, this expression will not be directly or explicitly visible from the K maps, but we need a bit of rearrangement of those K map expressions by applying some Boolean laws, then these expressions will be available to us and they can be converted into a circuit quite easily after that. So, if G 3, G 2, G 1, G 0, G 3, G 2, G 1 and G 0, these 4 things are available to me. G 3 is similar as B 3, then G 3 and G 2 are XORed to provide me B 2. Similarly, XOR of 3 G 3, G 2, G 1, out of which G 2 and G 3 are already XORed. So, I am using that thing only. Instead of using a 3 input XOR, I am using the previously generated XOR of G 3 and G 2. Similarly, this B 1 is already XOR of 3 things. So, I will be using that thing with another 2 input XOR to realize B 0. So, in this way we have realized the circuit for a gray to binary code converter. Now, let us proceed to the binary BCD to XS3 code converter. So, the BCD to XS3 code converter says the input is the BCD and the output is XS3. Now, how to obtain XS3 from BCD? First, we have to prepare the truth table, and it's the rule position is quite simple. We just have to add binary 3 to any BCD number. So, that thing we have to remember that BCD range is 0 to 9. This is 0 and this is 9, and these 10 to 15, these 10 to 15 are actually the invalid BCD terms. Okay. So, these invalid BCD terms, so that is why you can see that for these invalid BCD inputs, outputs are do not care. That means, I do not care whatever the output is, because in any case I am not going to apply these inputs to this BCD to XS3 code converter. Okay. So, 0 plus 3 becomes 3, that means 0 0 1 1. Similarly, you can check the last case 1 0 0 1, when you add 3 to it, 1 0 0 1 plus 3, that means 1 1 0 0. So, this is the truth table for BCD to XS3 code converter. Okay. And you can check the min terms. E3 is giving me high terms, these 5 high terms, that means 5 6 7 8 9, and then these 10 to 15 are do not care for all 4 inputs. So, you can see that these 10 to 15 are do not care terms for all the 4 outputs, and from the 0 to 9, these first 10 rows I am extracting these min terms. Okay, for E3, E2, E1 and E0. So, using these min term sets, I can solve the K map. So, I am solving this first K map for you. In the similar pattern, we can solve the K map for other outputs as well. So, 5 6 7 8 9. So, this is 5 6 7 8 and 9, and then 10 11 12 13 14 15 are do not care. So, 10 11 12 13 14 and 15. So, if I prepare a K map for this, then I can check that it is a it is an octet, and then there is a quad here, another quad here. So, this octet corresponds to this, one is common, that means B 3. So, that is why this B 3 is written here. Then you can check this quad, these two, one are common which corresponds to B 2, and this one and this one is common which corresponds to B 0, that means B 2 B 0. Okay. Similarly, this third quad, third pair or third group of a quad, again it is giving me B 2, and from these two I can see it is corresponding to B 1. So, B 2 B 1. So, in this way we have solved K map for E 3. In similar manner, we can solve K map for E 2, E 1 and E 0 to obtain these expressions, and later these expressions can be converted into a circuit. That part we are not covering here, and this is left as exercise for you. So, you can convert this because expressions are already mentioned to you here. So, these expressions can convert it into a circuit. So, this is the BCD to XS3 code converter. So, these are the expressions which are summarized here. These can be converted into a circuit. So, B 3 B2, B1, B0. You can simply draw 4 wires, then you can check that B2 bar is required, B1 bar is required, B0 bar is required, B3 bar is not required. So, you can use NOT gate here. Okay. And you can proceed with the circuit realization. B3, B2, let us take this B3, then B2 is this one, and then B0 is this one. So, this is my first product B2, B1, this is B2 and this is B1, and these 3 things can be added together to realize my first output E3. Similarly, you can proceed with the remaining part B2 bar B0, B2 bar B1, this is B1 bar B0 bar, B1 bar B0. This can be directly written as the XNOR of B1 and B0. Okay. So, you can proceed with this circuit realization. Okay. Now, let us come to our contrary part of this XS3 to BCD, like BCD to XS3, we can convert XS3 into BCD. For that, we have to check that 0 to 0, 1 and 2 and this 13, 14 and 15 are not my valid XS3. Okay. Because the in our previous topic we had seen that the range of BCD is 0 to 9. So, when 3 is added to that, then XS3 range becomes 3 to 12. So, numbers less than 3 and greater than 12, that means 0, 1, 2 and 13, 14, 15 are my invalid BCD, invalid XS3, and for those invalid XS3 I am getting invalid BCD. That is why I have mentioned here these are my do not care terms, and for rest of the cases for this 3 to 12, 3 is subtracted, that means this becomes 0 to 9. Okay. So, this is how this truth table is written, and after this truth table is written we can extract the min term set from B3. We can check that these are the 2 high terms which are 11 and 12, and 0, 1, 2 and 13, 14, 15, 0, 1, 2, 13, 14, 15, these are the do not care sets for the all 4 inputs. So, this has overlapped this expression. So, that is why I am erased it. Okay. So, now again these 4 terms can be put into a circuit, like if we check for this first one this is 11 and this is 12 and 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 13, 14, 15. So, this is 13, 14 and 15. Okay. So, we can check that this is my quad which corresponds to this E3 E2, this is written here E3 E2, and there is a pair here which corresponds to one is common from here, that is E3, and this corresponds to E1 E0. So, that is why it is written E3 E1 E0. Similarly, I can prepare K maps for other expressions as well, and once these expressions are available to me, I can again realize the circuit for this XS3 to BCD converter. So, this I am not covering here, expressions are provided to you, you can realize the circuit for that, and we can cover some other possibilities of BCD to gray and gray to BCD. As you all know that gray can only be converted from binary, and there is only the relation that exists between binary to gray is valid for 0 to any number, but for BCD the range is 0 to 9. That means, if I prepare BCD to gray converter, that means B3, B2, B1 and B0, then in case of binary to gray we had prepared cases from 0, 0, 0, 0 to 1, 1, 1, 1, but in case of BCD my valid BCD range will be 9. So, these will be my valid BCD, okay, and these are 1, 0, 1, 0 are my invalid BCD. So, for those invalid BCD my gray will be giving me invalid outputs. So, these are terms that do not care terms, okay, and there will be these same things will be copied from binary to gray table. And similarly, for gray to BCD we have to check that which are the possible, which BCD outputs are invalid, and those can be considered as do not care. So, we have to keep that thing in mind, the range of BCD is 0 to 9, only then we will be able to realize the circuit correctly using the correct truth table. So, with this we come to the end of this code conversion lecture. Thank you very much.